We have Warlock versus Hunter.
Oh,
And so
Zoom.
far it's Zoo. Let's see what the Hunter plays. Unfortunately, we can't show you the mulligan.
I expect it's Via, and well, we recently talked with Via actually this morning, and he's like, I'm gonna play my full Face Hunter still. So I definitely expect full Face Hunter from him. That wouldn't be a surprise at all.
That could actually work against the Zulok.
The double explosive trap is a great choice if you have it in this matchup. Misdirection questionable, not there's so many
Freezing
minions.
trap against Doomguard.
Yeah, there are some great cards, and I think, yeah, there's already one explosive, and starting with the Lever Gnome, that's a great one for Via, I have to say. Especially the Iron Beak Owl 2, so there's going to be an Argent Squire, maybe, or the Amani Berserker, but if there's an Argent Squire, he can actually silence it to go through it.
Coins out the Berserker.
I like that one a lot. I think Via is going to ignore it and ping the face.
I think he's gonna Hunter's Market and ping.
Now, why should you Hunter's Mark? I mean, you still got the explosive trap, so he takes 2 damage. You could just pop the explosive trap turn 4 and be happy. Yeah, now
This is...
I would drop the Knife Juggler. If he wants to trade into the Knife Juggler, you're happy, your minion survives. And if he trades into your Leopard Gnome, well, you keep the Knife Juggler and you can deal 3 additional damage. I mean, if your enemy is holding a Soulfire, that tough luck happens. Still, I think the Knife Juggler is a great choice.
Well, he can't make use of the steady shot then. And he knows it's a big, big race against the Zulok.
Absolutely. I'm still going to stick to the Knife Juggler, whatever you say from now on. Since he attacks into the Leopard Gnome, and you would have the chance to Knife Juggler it down next turn with the Iron Beak Owl, for example. No, he trades.
And plays the Juggler.
And still plays a Knife Juggler, which is okay. I think I still would have done it different. Let's see. There's a Divine Shield Argent Squire. Is he going to play the Iron Beak Owl, silence, and hope the ping hits? That would be really ballsy, and it could work out.
That would be manly.
What is he getting? Well, I mean, if he gets a bow, I would actually bow down the Flame Imp and go for the face. No, he gets an Unleash and goes ASAP for the Unleash. Double pings.
Oh.
Well, at least one ping hit good.
That's fine. Like, he can get rid of the Flame Imp.
But he needs to trade. He would have needed to trade.
Yep.
So there's Direwolf Alpha, Shadow Sunclair. Direwolf Alpha plus the Young Priestess. That's great. I think Via's Unleash was absolutely okay.
I think the Unleash was great. The only mistake he did was not trading. Because there's so many stuff that can actually buff a minion up.
Yeah.
I mean, we have the Shattered Sun Cleric, we have the Direwolf Alpha, we have an Abusive Sergeant.
Yeah,
it's just
I think
too risky.
Totally agree there. And the great thing about the Young Priestess is, well, she's saving the minions. So yeah, you can silent there, but getting 3 HP is just the maximum value you want to have against a Hunter.
Yeah. Juggler, Direwolf.
Juggler, Direwolf. Juggler, Direwolf. And who are you going to trade in if it's not hitting?
I would trade in my Alpha.
Yeah. I agree there. Totally agree. Well, no trade needed. Great board for Silhan, but Via's Explosive Trap is actually going to wreck everything except the Direwolf Alpha by now. Well, with the Shattered Sun Cleric, it's looking good. What did he redraw there? So you get also an Arcane Golem. Down to 17, your enemy down to 15. It's still looking better for Silhan, I have to say.
I
would buff up my Knife Juggler. Well, that's tough to say. You buff up your Knife Juggler, you keep your Knife Juggler, but you lose your Shattered Sun Cleric. So
I wouldn't buff the Knife Juggler.
Just attack and then Shatter Sun Cleric up your Wolf or Shatter Sun Cleric up your Voidwalker. I think that's better. I mean, you deal 1 damage more with the ping, and you got a 4 attack minion on the board. And that gets explosive. But there's still, I mean, the board is still great. Only 1 HP, but 6 damage.
Yeah, and the Voidwalker to protect you from the Unleash.
The better thing about actually buffing it up is you get 1 ping, you get 2 pings from the Voidwalker and the Shattered Sun Cleric, and if you just killed your minions, you wouldn't have gotten that 2 damage. Unleash. And there's another Unleash the Hounds.
He needs to play Unleash Arcane Golem.
Unleash Arcane Golem. Yeah, Unleash Arcane Golem, that's a great one. And the only thing he can do, but you don't want to play your Unleash if you don't have a Buzzard, so that's...
You know, there's, like, if he gets rid of that board, it's gonna be hard for Silhan to establish a new one.
I agree
Zero
there.
hand cards.
I think Arcane Golem, the Wolves is good, especially Arcane Golem stays alive, and one Unleashed Hound will stay alive too.
Yep.
So you got 2 minis on the board, rather unhealthy, I mean 1 HP, that's not great. Still, you get the Direwolf Alpha if you get a Buzzard, like Buzzard, Alpha, Animal Companion, draw into that. So I think, yeah, go for the Unleash and the Arcane Golem. You could also go for the Timberwolf.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but he would lose all his doggies.
Yeah.
And also the Direwolf Alpha would stay alive.
I think that's definitely the better choice. And what is there for Silhan to redraw? Defend of Argus into nothing, and now Argent Squire. That would be so great. A Soulfire.
That's could be worth.
I think it's great. You can get rid of the minion though. You're down to 12. That's only, yeah, 6 times more the passive. So in 6 rounds, tops, he's dead. What are we gonna see from Via? Oh, Animal Companion into Huffer,
Wow.
and now would you play Timberwolf? Would be 6, 5, 7 damage. Okay, you need a Timberwolf. That's just too good. That's just too good to not to. And ping. Wow, down to 3. Silhan shaking his head. I think it wouldn't make a difference. Depends on what he draws now. Mani Berserker. If that would have been a Misha, still annoying. If that would have been a Huffer, I mean a Leok, he would have gotten a 3 damage minion out there. Well, he would have life tapped into Soulfire, so that would be great. Wow. GG for Via, winning the first game in this best of 3. Raz and Mark of the Wild. So all the cards you want to have, like kill an early minion on, White Grows up for later, and Mark of the Wild 2 if you have a minion to Mark of the Wild up in.
Would you keep the mark?
Nope.
Because I'm thinking about keeping it.
Not if you keep the Raz, don't keep the Mark. If you drop the Raz, you could keep the Mark, but you need to redraw 2 cards to hopefully get a creature. I mean, if you get a swipe and, yeah, if you redraw the Cairn and you get a swipe, then your hand is rather not optimum if you're not drawing into any minions.
Oh, perfect. Well, the scenario is not too great, but this engine.
Absolutely.
You can turn to Wild Growth, then follow up with this engine.
And for Via, there's only a tracking to play, so that's rather not optimal. You want to start with your Leper Gnomes to bring him pressure. And the Black Knight, look at this.
Black Knight in a Rush Hunter, okay.
Via is so sneaky, always. He calls his deck Black Rush, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that Black Knight in there could wreck Silhan hard. Let's see how good that turns out. Okay, he has an Innervate. Wag grows first, definitely. Drop the Senjin, and he could think about Innervate coin scenarios as soon as possible. Okay, Wolf Rider. Now he's gonna drop the Innervate. I would play. Would you play your Senjin Innervate into like Senjin Innervate Raz?
Yep.
Could be possible. Hey, Raz is for the card draw, gets a Cairn. Could Innervate Senjin still. And I would think about facelessing that actually. Just go faceless.
Well, I don't think it's gonna survive. I expect Timberwolf kill command.
Timberwolf kill command, huh? I like that one actually, I have to say. Tracking.
Then there's gonna be Coin Cairn.
I think you might leave it alive and just tracking for something. Yeah, tracking. See what you get. I mean, you got the Unleash in hand. If you get a Buzzard now and he places another minion and you get a Hunter's Mark, everything would be super fine. Sadly, we cannot show you what are his options for the tracking, but we're working on that. Actually, Timo has a free day today. He can work on that, make the mulligan screen happen.
It's not really a free day, yes. There's so much stuff for the Gamescom.
Well, he's not here in the production. We're here with Kevin again. So we get our second intern, actually our third intern, and he tracking into a deadly shot, a great decision. Coin Cairn, not sure if I would have Wag Grossed. Go up to 7.
I wouldn't.
Coin Cairn. Okay, Coin Cairn is okay. And you can faceless manip him next turn, which is super wonderful. Knife Juggler. No good cards for Via, in my opinion. Nothing he can play there.
I think it's gonna be Knife Juggler Ping.
Knife Juggler Ping. Yeah. Well, what else? Just what else? Stall the game. I think Knife Juggler is great because the Karen is going to attack into your Knife Juggler, and you just stall the game like this.
Faceless and then trade.
Yeah, faceless and trade. I agree there. Just get great value on the board. I think you saw its full phase. You don't expect freezing traps. Explosive traps, okay. Misdirections, yeah. Freezing traps, not gonna happen. So hard. At least one.
He's taking his time. Maybe he considers swiping and hero ability up. But I think that's just a way better move to faceless.
Yeah, that's great. You get 2 Karens on the board. If one dies to an explosive trap, you get a Bane. So you get a constant 8 damage pressure. And you can clear a lot of minions.
Oh.
Animal Companion, Leok. Leok will just die. He could unleash to deal 4 damage to the face. I wouldn't advise to do that.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's a race. You know you're not getting 2 Karens killed. So, well, he could unleash and start to kill 1, but you're not getting 2 Karens killed. So you need to work on wrecking him now as fast as possible.
Steady shotting. I mean, he has the kill command on his hand. He has a Leroy. That's a lot of damage.
Gatekeeper, you're gonna... I would trade in with my unhealthy Karen.
Yep.
I would kill him, definitely.
Wild Grove, he wants to play...
Yeah, Zenaris. I definitely agree with that move. But I would kill my 1 Karen before it gets silenced and explosive trap, something like that. Could happen. Would be annoying. There's no downside from getting the Bane. You get a 5 HP healthy minion, especially if you want to do the damage burst in a turn and you know there's an explosive trap.
I disagree.
I disagree too.
Like, you give him more Unleash the Hounds value, and you cannot hero ability up, and you know you have a really great board. Like 2, 4, 5s out. You still have the Karen with the Death Rattle, and yeah.
I know
like
why he goes
he
for it.
dealt 1 damage more and gave him 1 more target to unleash, which doesn't make sense.
Well, he wants to play scenarios next turn with +2/+2 on everyone, so that's the only reason why he actually plays the Keeper of the Grove. And how much damage is there for Via? So he could unleash. That would be 6 damage. With a Leopard Gnome, that would be 8 damage. 10 damage with a steady shot, and he has Leroy kill command still in hand. You could also just go for Leroy Unleash, but he wants to go for that next turn. Leroy Unleash Timberwolf. So now in this situation, you should drop, if you want to go for it, definitely drop the Leopard Gnome, Ping, and kill command for 3. You got Leroy Unleash into 5 Doggies plus a Timberwolf, that's 16 damage. So you just need to bring him down to 19, 16. Your Leopard Gnome is enough, 2 more damage, and then kapow, you win next turn with what you have.
There's no taunt.
Now, I would still kill command, definitely. Bring him down to 16. And next turn with the rotation you have, you're going to win. Now, if he had a Roar, that would be devastating. I mean, even without, only with the Roar, it would already be 18, 19. It would be GG. No, it would actually be 1 damage short.
Yep.
Okay, we got Scenarios buffing everyone up, but you're down to 16. The great thing is, I noticed that in ladder, no one expects Leroy Unleash Timberwolf anymore. People are like, that's going to be Sunshine mid-rangey, often not playing Leroy, and then you just get that in your face. And it's so much damage. Only the wolves from Unleash are 10 damage. That's great.
Oh man. Well, he gets the taunt trains.
The taunt trains are nice. But that makes it only more stuff on the board. And especially he drops down to 14. The 2 damage are so crucial that he drops down to 14. Now you're gonna unleash a hella lot of things. And the overextend is real. He's writing it. So you got Leroy, Timberwolf, Unleash. That would be enough Doggies. That would still enough damage. That's exactly enough damage to win the game. Even with the trees in your way.
Yep, it's exactly 8 damage.
What you need
No,
to
wait,
win.
is it?
It should be. Oh yeah, Unleashes without Leroy at the
Yeah,
moment.
because he needs. That was the correct play. Alcy would have had one Dogi to like would have been 2 damage short.
That would be still 6+6. Yeah, it would be 2 damage short. I agree totally there with you. He plays it this way around, and that works out perfectly for him. Winning this best of 3 with 2 games. So
Nice.
easy mode for Via, it seemed. The full face hunter is still viable. I mean, we haven't seen the X, so
Yep.
there were no next